What's in the fucking box?
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice coming at you with the Marvel Legends Vintage Series Neo Classics Iron Man Armor review. Let's do it.
This ain't for no scalper. You a scalper? Then fuck out shit. This one's for them real collectors. That's army building and posing figures. Marvel Legends, imports, mini matey, I'm fucking with them. Hype beast, we know about you. Stay buying figs, don't know about
5 figures in this wave. You will not need any of these figures to complete a Build-A-Figure. Alright, here we go. Taking a look at Iron Man's 9th model of his armor, the Neo Classics armor. This is an old school armor from like the 90s in the comic books. The bio on the back of the package reads, with his armor made of space-age alloys, Iron Man is the world's greatest high-tech hero. So yeah, believe it or not, this is my first time opening this figure. I'm getting around to opening some classic figures or some older Marvel Legends from the closet because I am trying to complete some teams. So I do have the Vintage Wave Hawkeye to look at as well, because the main reason that I got this figure is basically to complete the old 90s arcade Avengers team and figure form. I didn't even pick up the other figures from this wave, only a few. I think I got Punisher and I got Captain America, but I never opened him. And now that we have the 80th anniversary cap, there's really no reason to open the classic vintage cap. I'll probably just keep him on ice. And then I also got, I had Spider-Man just to review from my man Ed, and that was it. I didn't get Black Widow, although I do think I want that figure just for the head sculpt. So here we are taking a quick close look at Neo Classics Iron Man. Classic color deco here for Iron Man with the red and gold armor. This is one that I actually liked as far as the design. I do like the way it looks, but this particular figure is it's not that great. I guess they really were trying to go for the vintage look in terms of the sculpt and the design in this figure too. Old school ball joints here at the hips and at the shoulders. I'd like to see how he'll look side by side with the other members from the arcade team, the White Suit Vision, Classic Cap, and Hawkeye. So obviously I'll get that going shortly. Not too many accessories with this guy. In fact, only 2 accessories. You get a couple of rocket booster effects, which I'll add on real quick. Yeah, there's that. Those can be plugged right into the bottom of the peg holes on the boots here. And that looks good. And I'm pretty sure you can separate these into 2 parts. Yeah, so you can use these as you see fit. But yeah, no problem plugging them in. They look good. Unfortunately, no additional hands or any additional head sculpts with this figure. For the record though, the hands do pop off and the head does pop off. So if you do have some other options, I suppose you could swap them on. These hands look very similar to the old Return of Marvel Legends sculpts. In terms of articulation, like I said, it has a feel of an older Toy Biz Marvel Legend basically. The head and neck articulation is very limited. You can move the head left and right. It'll get just a little bit of pivot, but as far as him looking down or up, you're not going to really get any articulation there, and that's unfortunate. So these shoulder pads can be flipped up so that way you can utilize the full range of motion on the shoulders, which is cool. But again, you can see that big ball peg there. You can do a full 360 on the arms. There is an upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. There is a swivel here at the top of the wrist or the forearm, a hinge and a swivel on the wrist. You do get ab articulation. He'll go back further than he will go forward. You do get waist articulation. There is what you may consider a T-joint here, but again, you have these ball pegs here at the hips, which is very old school. So you got to do a lot of rotating as far as this joint is concerned and lining things up when you want the legs to kind of just be in a relaxed state forward. But yeah, you can move the legs up and down. They are tight as hell right now. Hold on. I can't even rotate this other joint right now, but yeah, you have to rotate the joint upward to get the legs up. He does have double jointed knees. There is rotation at the upper boot. There is a hinge on the foot, which is always great for a flying character. You want to point those toes down. No pivot, but you can rotate the foot. So again, limited articulation, not the greatest. I do like the vibrant colors of the armor here. I kind of see what they were going for. You can see one little paint imperfection up here on the top of the helmet as well. So not the greatest. And he looks kind of small, but I'll see how he looks side by side with his teammates. And there's a look at the crew side by side just for some size comparison. So like I said, Iron Man is on the fairly small side. I think he could have definitely been a bit larger, you know, to represent a man inside a suit of armor. Even if that suit of armor is pretty form-fitting, he's still smaller than Captain America. He's smaller than Hawkeye. He's smaller than Vision. So, you know, obviously if you get these guys into something more dynamic, they'll look a bit better, but there they are stacked up next to each other. And just for further clarification, you can see how small this guy is. So Hasbro has put out 2 very good Iron Man armors over the past year or so. Their first step into the right direction in quite some time was with the all new, all different Iron Man. And then they hit us with this 80th anniversary Iron Man. Shout out to my man Todd, aka Rectangular. He put up a video recently saying that we were going to be getting quite a few new Iron Man armors that they'll probably announce and or show at New York Toy Fair this month. I think we'll see more Iron Man armors in line with this one here and with the all new, all different Iron Man. So let me know in the comments below, what are some of the classic armors or even more modern armors that you'd like to see in figure form. This is probably one of their best figures in recent times. All right, I'm getting up out of here. I actually totally forgot about this 2012 Return of Marvel Legends Neoclassic Iron Man. Damn, I'm totally out of it. That's why this one felt so familiar, because it's just a retool of that one, and that's why it felt like an old sort of Toy Biz figure. What Hasbro did in the original version was mess up on the legs, and they fixed that here and gave him lower legs at the upper boot down and changed the color scheme a bit. But we need this armor completely redone in Hasbro's sort of new style of doing figures, so hopefully we'll see that. I'm moving into the review of Hawkeye so I can get my team together, so stay tuned for that. All right, thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe, and until next time, peace.